We've got tips and recipes for healthy living. So for fun and inspiration, come and join us in the raw food world.
Welcome everybody, this is Matt Monarch with the Raw Food World TV show, coming at you live in Vilcabamba, Ecuador. We've got, guess what?
What?
A new recipe for you today.
Woo!
The thing I'm most excited about today's show is happening in the brand new kitchen. I almost slept in here last night, seriously.
On the granite.
Yep.
So today I wanted to show you guys how we've been making sauerkraut. We've been making and eating sauerkraut nearly all the time out here. This is the finished product that I just decanted, and we pretty much eat sauerkraut every single day at the moment. We're loving it. And I found a method that works really well for making it. Totally simple, so that's what I wanted to show you. You can see we have a lot of cabbage here that's been shredded down. This was like 3 heads of cabbage. Before you shred them down though, you take off the outer leaves, because these are going to go on the very top of it with a weight on top of them to keep everything down at liquid level. So this is the cabbage, and then we just grated some carrots as well to make it look pretty. The carrots aren't like necessary or anything, it's all about the cabbage, but they just add some colour.
You can see the color in there.
And you could add other stuff as well, you know. You can add all kinds of root vegetables, you can add spices and garlic and whatever you want really, but we've just been doing cabbage and carrot so far.
And check out that kitchen. Nah.
Okay, so the only other ingredient that goes in is salt. That's it. And what we have here is the beautiful Himalayan pink crystal salt. And in each of these bowls, they all got about the same amount of stuff in them. And I'm going to put like a heaping tablespoon of salt across each of them. Like this. Well, yeah, about that. When I was first making kraut here, I was doing it a different way, and I was using way too much salt, and it was like ridiculously salty. So this I found to work out about right, like a head of cabbage, tablespoon of salt, few carrots, something like that for colour. And then all you do is you just go to work massaging these things, and it's really interesting. Almost immediately you'll start to feel and see that the texture changes as the salt gets in there. It starts to get like kind of glossy, and the salt just does its magic, and all the liquid starts to come out of the vegetables. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to massage all 3 of these, and we'll come back to you in a few minutes and show you how it looks different.
All right, guys, we're back, and you gotta check out this kitchen. And the pretty beauty inside of it.
So I've been massaging these 3 bowls of kraut for probably about 10 minutes, and you can probably see they've gone down like half the size that they were when you first saw them. And you can maybe see the texture now. It's really like kraut, you know, whereas before it was like dry vegetables. Now it's like really massaged, and the salt's bringing out all the liquids. So the next stage, we take our big, beautiful krauting jar, which has such a beautiful top for it as well. It becomes like the kraut Kremlin when you put it all together.
I'm surprised I haven't broken that thing yet.
Yeah, it's very delicate. And what I'm going to do is pack this stuff into this jar. So this takes a while as well, but basically I put it in up to like a few inches high, and then just really pack it down so that you're compacting everything and you're really like pushing the liquids out of everything as well. So I'll do this for a while, and then you can come back and see the finished. We'll show you how to put the stuff on the top of it. I would also choose to share with you that every time after I take the new kraut out, I wash the jar out with H2O2, hydrogen peroxide, because, you know, we're dealing with fermented food here, with cultured vegetables, so you just never know like what kind of bacteria or whatever might be going on in there. So I feel like it's just a good cautionary step to clean it out with H2O2. I wash it out with water, spray it with the H2O2, leave it for a while, and then wash it out with water again. So that's it for now, and we'll show you when this is all filled up with kraut. Alright, so I packed all of the cabbage and carrot into here now, and I just wanted to show you how juicy it is already. Look at this. It's just like right there on the surface. It's all the way up through here. It's all liquid, which is such a good sign, because what you don't want to be happening in a jar of sauerkraut is for it to be exposed to the air, because then it's going to start growing molds, and there's this disgusting kind of black mold that grows on it called Calm's yeast and stuff like that. So you want your veggies to always be under liquid. So this is a great sign, because we're starting from them already being totally under liquid. And then what we do, we take those cabbage leaves that were removed in the beginning, and you just push them onto the surface and make sure you're trying to kind of like get into all the corners to help that process of keeping all of the cabbage and kraut underneath the liquid level. So you fill these around like this. I just think it's so amazing that, you know, that was like 3 huge whole heads of cabbage, and they all got squished into this one jar, along with like 2 pounds of carrots, just with like a few tablespoons of salt. You know, it's amazing. So you put this on top, your layer of cabbage, and then you find some hefty stones. We've got some kind of lump of granite here and another couple of stones. We just took these out of the river here, and you want to try and weigh everything down as best as possible, again to just keep it below the water level there. So I like to use 3 stones like this to try and really pack it down, and then just push even more to like, I mean, look at that, it's amazing. The liquid level is like way up there already.
How cool would it be if that glass just broke and just went poof?
Baba.
We gotta talk about my destruction problems. That's a whole TV show.
And then that's it. You crown the Kremlin. You don't have to have a Kremlin jar, by the way, to make kraut, but I find it's very pretty. And leave it. And usually I find with using this method, we could harvest this stuff in like 2 or 3 days, because there's already been so much work going on. But we usually leave it a bit longer than that, just because we have so much kraut all the time. Like, you know, you get 3 massive jars like this out of this. So, yeah, 2 to 3 days you could start eating it, but you could leave it longer. It depends how fermented you like it as well. And then once you put these into the fridge, it will last months and months and months and months. I have no idea how long, because we've only been living here a little while. But I would think like at least 6 months, probably years. So good for you, packed full of beneficial bacteria, probiotics, enzyme action. We heart sauerkraut.
I actually don't think it's good for us.
Really? Why?
Because it's unnatural ferments going into the human body. That's what Norman Walker says.
Oh no.
Also, I noticed when I've been eating it every single day, I've been noticing it like wearing down the enamel of my teeth, so I had to take a break. I don't know, just my 2 cents.
Well, I like it.
I love it too, don't get me wrong, it tastes amazing. I just don't know.
Don't leave it in direct sunlight anywhere. I'm going to put it in this kind of cupboard room out here.
And who do we got?
Angela Stokes Monarch.
And Matt Monarch, rocking the new kitchen, eating sauerkraut. And we'll see you again tomorrow at the Raw Food World TV show.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again at the Raw Food World.